First things first then, Parineeti Chopra, the Bollywood superstar, has actually turned into an investor as she's invested in Clensta, which is an eco-friendly personal care brand. Let's hear out Parineeti Chopra as well as Puneet Gupta, the founder and CEO at Clensta, as she sheds light on her marketing skills, turning an investor, as well as her plans to build her own company. Listen in.
There have been so many conversations over the years with different companies, with different brands, with different products, and everybody talks of associating, mindless associations. And I just never felt right about anything. And I've studied business, finance, economics. I've always been a commerce person. I was almost going to be an investment banker, etc., etc. And all of that didn't really come into play in my life. I became an actor, and there was a different set of skills that were being used. And I always, everything that I do, whether I'm on a film set, I'm more worried about what's the rent for the camera, like how many vanity vans have been hired today. You know, I'm always about the business. And I always knew that being an investor is what I actually want to do, or either be an investment or find a company, do something. But it had to be something that was different. It had to be something that was innovative. It had to be something that was new. Because imagine if I was sitting here telling you I've found another lipstick company. You know, what's really innovative in that? So, you know, in India or all over the world, we're always asking our mothers, our grandmothers, what should we do for our hair? And I'm sure your mothers also told you, like, put eggs in your hair. And it was just one of those days where I was like, who's going to put eggs in their hair? They stink, like they're messy, they're horrible. I'm not going to like put eggs in my hair. I never did it. And then randomly I saw an advertisement one day of a shampoo with egg in it. And my first thought was, this is going to be horrible. It's going to be one of those dirty organic things that smell bad but are good for you. I literally ordered the product and I used the product. And I cannot tell you, I found it so amazing. I found it so beautiful, and it just made sense to me. I was like, who is this company? Who is making things like this? And when I delved, and I really, like, then I dived deep, and I found Clensta. And I said, they're doing waterless shampoos. They're doing eyebrow serums. They're doing waterless baths. These were products that I had never seen before, I had never heard of before, and I knew I'd found the one. You know, like I found the one that I wanted to be a part of. Now I didn't know in what capacity. So once I met and we decided to kind of do this together, and I just didn't want to be the face of it. I wanted to be more involved, and that's when we decided to partner, you know, and do this together now. So I'm hoping that I'm going to do more in the capacity of just being the brand endorser of something.
Yes,
you know, a brand ambassador of something. Let's hope. I truly believe in them. I love him as a person. The way he thinks, he actually cares about what he's making. He doesn't ever talk about, you know, sales or just, you know, the things that you hear all the time. He genuinely is obsessed with his product, and that's what made sense to me, because that's the right approach. So his ethos, his thinking, his ethics really, I think, resonate with the kind of stuff I want to do.
So, you know, actor turned entrepreneur now. What skills from your acting career do you think you're going to bring on board, and that's going to help you in your entrepreneurial journey now?
I'm hoping there's no acting involved in this whole journey. I'm actually hoping this is going to be the most honest relationship, because that's how it should be. This is real money, real investment, real customers we're talking about. I'm hoping to bring my marketing into it and not my acting into it. That's my hope.
So, if I may ask, at this point, you've had two, three rounds of funding, Series A funding to Series 3, and recently I've seen you have the US agency which has also invested over ₹1 crore. So, at this point, what does the company stand at in terms of valuation, and how do you see it growing henceforth?
So you're going to get very soon those numbers, which will be in public.
Sure.
Regarding like US aid, which you mentioned, they invested definitely in the company because they see a lot of impact company is bringing. Company has saved almost 1 billion liters of water so far. And I think with that thought, they saw that Clensta has the right, competency to solve, challenges in India which do exist. In terms of numbers, as I said, I think since, we are completing all compliances, which will be, I think, completed in maybe very soon, in a week's time, we will share all those details with you.
Right. So one of the investors actually mentioned in an interview earlier, I'd seen, that they want to take this company to $1 billion company in the next few years.
Yeah.
As one of the investors, what's your target? Have you sort of given a ballpark figure?
I think I should start planning some more holidays then. If it's reaching $1 billion in a few years, I'm making a list, Puneet.
No, for sure. And we are actually, idea is not to make $1 billion company. Okay, I've been chatting with her. So the idea is very simple. We would like at least in next 5 years, at least 5 of our product to be used by 5 crores of at least Indians, right? And that's what we've been chatting. So that's our goal. And I mean, the idea is if we can solve larger problem to the consumer, I think money will automatically be a part of it. So I think we are not working to make this $1 billion company. We are trying to solve larger problem for the consumer, which we saw there is a huge white space and it was not able to address.
I mean, just to add to what he said, the key here is innovation. In a market that is saturated with every single product, every single phone, every single shampoo, every single lipstick, every single speaker, every single product has reached every level of innovation possible. If I was sitting at home trying to invent something, I can't think of something that is missing in the market right now. We've literally done everything. So here's a product that is genuinely innovative. I never thought of this. I never thought this was possible. This is like a flying car, right now. It doesn't exist. So if it is this innovative and it can solve so many of our problems, this is how startups become $1 billion companies usually. This is not a prediction. I'm just saying that it has everything going for it.
Before joining Clensta, what was your skincare routine like, and now how has it changed? And the other part is money is something that you've put into this company, and eventually you would want it to turn fruitful and profitable. So for your stake and as an investor, how much do you expect it to grow?
My God. I mean, I liked the billion with a B. That should be the goal. No. So I'll take it one by one. Honestly, I've always said this from before. Skincare is actually never from the outside. It's always from the inside. Always. Why do you look better when you travel abroad? You're like, oh, my hair's looking better, my skin's looking better. Doesn't look so good when I'm back home because we're working and we're stressed, and it shows in our skin and hair. And when we're holidaying, we have less stress. But that's also got to do with we are resting better, we are eating better, we are, hydrating ourselves, we are, maybe on a beach, in a mountain, trekking, whatever. Long story short is that it's always from within. It's your diet, it's your nutrition. Wherever that gap in the nutrition is, maybe your diet doesn't allow it, maybe you're vegetarian, maybe you're non-vegetarian, whatever. Genuinely, the use of these gummies is a game changer because you can literally fill up the gaps. Also, the greatest thing about it is these gummies are 100% absorption almost. Usually you eat half of it is absorbed, half of it is thrown out of your body. I won't get into like boring details, but these gummies are on a totally different technology. So you literally, whatever you consume is helping your body. So your skincare remains the same. You with the least effort can just look better. Your hair's better, your skin's better, your mood's better, your energy's better, everything is better. In terms of my investment, honestly, like the worst thing to do is to sit and predict ever. The hope is always for the best. I think it feels right. It genuinely feels like this is a strong one. Because like I said, anybody I speak to, anybody I've shown these products to will always react the way I'm hoping they would react. There's nobody who will say, oh, this seems nothing. They will always say, oh, really? We didn't even know this existed. That is a very, very hopeful place to be in terms of customers. They always want something new, including me and you. So in terms of investment, if this goes the way it should, then we'll plan some holidays, I think.
Okay, let's